Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. I can't believe it's day 5 of my 21-day fast. And thank you for being here. For those of you who are just, catching this video for the first time, my name is Flavia Berrio, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel where I'm just talking about my 21-day fast experience and sharing information that I've learned in the past few years with you over the next 21 days plus. So today I felt really well. I didn't feel much hunger at all. Maybe there was like one moment during the day when I was like, oh, I'm hungry, but that was it. So it was really good. And, that's awesome. My voice is not 100% back yet. So I'm still, battling this cold, but I'm at the end. I know it. My body feels so much better, and I'm just really happy that I'm getting through this. And this is usually what happens to me when I get a cold. Your voice sort of gets weird. Mine always does, and my husband always makes fun of it. But anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about what vitamins and supplements and minerals I take when I fast. Now, I want you to know that I'm not a doctor and I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing with you what I've done in the past and what I'm doing right now. And the reason why I'm taking these things is because I spoke to a doctor who advised me to take the following while I fast. Now, there are many doctors and experts who agree with this, and then there's many who do not agree with this. Many say, nope, only water, nothing else. Your body will be fine. So I haven't done that yet. I've only done with the minerals and the supplements and the vitamins, but I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe my next fast I should try just complete water and see what the difference is with that. Even if it's not a 21-day fast, just a 5-day fast, and be like, hey, what was the difference there without any of the minerals and supplements? So in the morning, I take some salt in a cup. So just, maybe about 10 ounces of water or so, and a teaspoon of, I do pink Himalayan salt. And yes, I buy it in big because we use it for cooking and everything. But anyways, so one of those in there, and then you drink it, and it's disgusting. It's so gross. I still can't get used to it. It doesn't matter how many times I drink this thing. It's just awful. It makes me squirm every single morning. But I know that it's good for me. And in the first few days, it definitely helps with the bowel movements. Like, you take it, you have to prepare yourself, because you will be running to the bathroom at some point, 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. It depends on your digestive system. But for me, 20, 30 minutes max, and I'm like going to the bathroom, and it helps everything come out real quick. And that happens for like 4 days. And then by the 5th day, there's not much there. Tomorrow probably, maybe a little bit that's left, but that's me. Some people still have bowel movements 7th day and the 8th day into their fast, but that's, everybody's different. Okay, so but just be prepared for that, because it does happen. And then after I do the salt, I do take, here it is. I do take my iron, and I've been taking this iron for many years, and it was given to me by another practitioner, and it's the best iron for me that I've found. I can have it without meals, so it's totally fine to take on an empty stomach. And, it hasn't bothered me. So I do take the iron. And before I get into the other things, I want to talk about water as well. So how much water I consume during the day. In the first day of the fast, it's really important that you drink at least 4 liters or 2 gallons of water. I mean, not 2 gallons. That's a lot of water. 4 liters or 1 gallon of water in the first day, because you really want to flush your system out. So that's really important to get those 4 liters in. Now, from the 2nd day forward, your goal is to try to drink 2 liters or half a gallon of water because your body really needs that water and it's really good for you and you just want to drink it. If you're a person who has no problem drinking water and you go over the 2 liters, over the half a gallon, that's totally fine. That's really good. That's what I do. I'm a big water drinker, so I have no problem drinking over 2 liters of water a day. If you're a person who struggles with drinking water, then you should definitely measure it. Okay, so put it in a glass jar, that there's 2 liters of water in there, and try to drink that by the end of the day. And when it comes to drinking water, the best kind of water is filtered water. Try to avoid tap water because of all the stuff that's in there, and bottled water because you don't know how long that water's been in those bottles. So just try to stay clear from those and drink the purest water possible. And then later on in the day, I take vitamin D, and I don't have a set time to take the vitamins. My kids have an alarm. I have an alarm for them for 10:30 in the morning, and they all take their vitamins. So I try to take some vitamins in there with them as well. Especially, the ones that you have to take like 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, or 1 in the evening. And then at least I get 1 or 2. But I've been really good with taking my vitamin D lately, especially when I'm sick. So when I'm sick, I take about 10,000 units. When I'm not sick, I take maybe around 5,000 or 2,000, somewhere around there. And if you like the pills, there's pills, and if you don't, then there's the liquid form. My kids love the liquid form. Just don't let the 3-year-old give it, because one day my 10-year-old's in charge of the vitamin D. The boys are in charge of the other types of vitamins. And the 3-year-old wanted to, give the vitamin to everybody, and she just did huge squirts into all their mouths, including mine, because she wanted to give it to me that day too. But I usually take the pills. Anyways, at least it's vitamin D. You know that nothing wrong is going to happen with an overdose of vitamin D, even for the kids. And I also take vitamin C. Now this one is a bonus when you're fasting, because it's a chewable, and it's actually something that you can chew and pretend that you're having a meal when you have this vitamin. And when I'm sick, I take more of them, and when I'm not, I take maybe 2 during the day. And this one also has zinc, which is great. And I'm not into any brands or anything. I'm just going with what's been working for me. So if you take other brands, that's totally cool. I'm not here to tell you which ones to take or not. And I take the vitamin Ds because I know I don't have enough of it in my body, and the vitamin C is just good for you. And then Dr. Eric Berg talks about also adding potassium when you fast. Now, sometimes I forget to take it, even though my kids are taking their vitamins. I forget this guy, unless he's on the counter in my face. I forget to take it. But Dr. Berg explains why you need certain vitamins during a water fast. So I've put a link in the description below for one of his videos that, it's called the 7 Critical Things You Need to Know about Water Fasting. And there he does talk about what supplements, minerals, and vitamins you should take during a fast. So I suggest that you watch that video. And at nighttime, right before I go to bed, I take magnesium biglycinate, and I take that every single day. It doesn't matter if I'm fasting or not, just like this one, and actually this one, like I said, not always this one. But this really helps because it reduces inflammation, and it just gives you a better night's sleep. So I suggest you take that all the time, not just while you're fasting, but you can also take it when you're fasting, and it just helps you sleep better. So it's definitely a bonus. So that's about all that I take while I fast. And like I mentioned, not every doctor agrees. If you look at the videos that I've posted in the descriptions in my previous videos, you'll see Dr. Alan Goldhammer talking about just water. Same with Dr. Pradil Jamnadas. And then there's other doctors who talk about just taking, just doing the salt and, things like that. And I will do a video on just salt another day and how important it is for us to take it and what salt to take, not necessarily just the pink Himalayan. I do have another salt as well. But I actually don't have it here. I forgot it at my mom's when I went there. But anyways, I'll talk about that one another day. You know, but yes, you'll see that there's a wide range of opinions when it comes to taking or not taking vitamins and supplements during a fast. Now, maybe for my next fast, like I said, maybe in the future, I'll try just water. In John 4:14, Jesus said, "But the water that I will give you shall become in you a fountain of water, springing up into everlasting life." So during a fast, we definitely need to drink water, but we also need Jesus, and He's the one who will always quench our thirst. See you tomorrow.